up to the 9th over now. Just sorting out what they're doing here.
Just waiting for the square leg umpire to be in position there.
Comes into ball. And well defended there by Merritt. They've looked very impressive, both these two. It's not hard to see why. And leaves it alone. It's not hard to see why they're top of the ladder. They can chase down any total. They can defend any total. We've seen what they can do with the ball. With 4 quality fast bowls. And now very professional, very serious batting.
This is nice and full, and Merritt plays to the leg side. And a good quick single. It's one of the risks you take there if you are going to have, because they had that time 3 slips there for McMaster. You've got to make sure it's the right 2 people for a 7-2 field. They probably had their slowest 2 fieldsmen there. There's always going to be one there.
Yes, and now they've brought in a short fielder to stop that from happening. It's not exactly clear what they're hoping to do.
It's one of those situations where maybe you have to turn to a tweaker just to try and break the partnership there. And it's not a dangerous partnership at all. It's talking about 15 runs.
Oh, no, that hit him outside. That hit him outside.
Well, you and I were in agreement with that one. And so was the umpire, and so was McDonald. Yeah. There's about 11 men who didn't agree with you, and they're wearing yellow hats.
Yes, I think the emotion of the situation, of the desperation, was more at play rather than the convincingness of that appeal.
That's the end of the over. It's 1 for 15.
New over. Bowling at the Elizabeth Street end. Down.
I think they've got to keep trying to change their bowlers there. The reality being is that with this being a semi-final, there's nothing to lose. You might as well try, you might as well bring on guys who maybe haven't bowled as many overs throughout the year. You've got to try and get wickets.
Oh, it's an edge, and this time Gully is in position to actually save that. So they've learned from their mistakes.
One of the things that will happen if the game drags on in Diamond Creek are scoring at a reasonable rate and not losing too many wickets, is they're going to lose so many overs, Hill Park, that they need in the rest of the game in their 3rd or 4th innings. So they need to get and move quickly. So they've decided to go with a catching colour to try and make things happen.
Comes into bowl and plays it off the back foot. That's right. You certainly can't think that you're just going to work through Diamond Creek through just miserly tedium and outthink them, outconcentrate them. You just can't afford to do that. Again, well left alone by Merritt. And the weather has not changed all day. It is just as hot. The sky is just as bright blue. Absolutely gorgeous. Comes into bowl. And
well glanced. This is going to go down to fine leg. Neatly mopped up. And so McDonald will get a chance to face 1 delivery this over. I know you're enjoying them rotating the strike. It's actually good batting, isn't it?
It's very good batting. It's quite remarkable how good these two are. I was not prepared for this level of batsmanship.
So the final ball will be over. McDonald just plays it to the short mid wicket. Brings it close to the end of the 10th over. It's 1 for 16.
Alright, so new over. Bowling once again from the Diamond Creek trail end. Comes into bowl and defends it. Like, this medium pace bowler, he's not going to blast out anyone. He's not going to outsmart anyone. It's about trying to be, you know, very, very tight.
So of course, for those who haven't been keeping track of it, 30 overs is what Mill Park got to. They got ball in the 30th over, as this is left alone. And so Diamond Creek will have to get to 38 tonight, provided they don't get bowled out themselves.
Okay, 38, so go at 1.5 runs and over, and they should be on 70 or 80.
And that would be 2.
Oh, yes, that's right. Oh. So if they 1.5 would mean 67. 67 or 57? 57.
It's probably about time for a single here as McMaster in, and this is away from leg side looking for a single. But couldn't quite get there. And that's the one of the things they've done there. We've only had 2 mains out of the first 10, which is, maybe it doesn't seem like it's a really attacking play, but it just means the bowls can't settle.
Ooh.
Down the leg side. So bring us close to 11th, 3rd main of the innings. The Demons are 1 for 16.
Alright, so this is the 12th over of the innings. And works it away, and they're going to go for a single, and they make it. And what about overthrows?
No overthrows, that's for sure.
So another run there for McDonald. Merritt comes on to strike. And of course we can't have any music here on Channel 8, otherwise YouTube might flag our videos and we either might not be able to make them public, or they'll get some sort of ads for them. We don't want that.
No, of course not. This is short of length and that's left length.
So let's have a look at this. Look at this. 2 slips at a gully, and they're all about 3 or 4 meters from the bat, and then a short cover. Very, very close in. Any thick edge, and someone will have a broken nose.
This is worse than no run. The one thing Merritt has though is soft hands when he's playing out, so there's no much use being further back. You're not going to take a catch, you're almost there to say 1.
I say, short and wide, cut, either side of point. And that ball just dribbled, and the keeper took it quite low. So we're approaching 4 o'clock now.
Schedule closes about 5:30, but of course we're getting through these overs. That's what's going to happen.
Comes into bowl and tries to work onto the leg side, and the non-striker is opposed to the idea. So that's the end of the over.
It's 1 for 17.
So the right arm medium bowler is to continue to bowl from the Diamond Creek trail end.
Pitches it up and McDonald plays it out to short cover. Coming for his 7th over now. Started from the very beginning. It's probably time to change it.
He does not look that penetrating. Comes into bowl, works it, fielded by the short mid-wicket. Comes into bowl and defended once again. McDonald doing a very good job. Very patient, very calm.
Short for length and works away to mid-wicket. And this is definitely not the ideal situation for the park. We've talked about them wanting the game to move quickly and at least try and keep them over to the back end for a 3rd and 4th innings.
And drives it, and it's fielded by the bowler.
That's another main over. It's 1 for 17.
So, Haydos, you obviously have your contacts inside the Diamond Creek Cricket Club. How have they been approaching this finals? They've got 4 teams in the finals, 2 home, 2 away, of 7 teams. So that's a very good ratio of getting into the finals.
Well, very optimistic there. They realised how close they were to having more than that. As we know, both the B grade and G4 had just one of them was not going their way. Both of them been playing for 6 out of 7 goals to beat it. So obviously very optimistic there. They fancy themselves a little more, in all honesty. They've got 2 home finals, as we'll just watch this ball come in.
Oh, that might be out, and that is out. So the ball just did not bounce, it sort of dribbled, and it missed the bat, and because the batsman didn't think about worrying about that, he didn't bother stepping outside the line, and so he was hit on the line of off stump, and so he's out.
Yeah, he did a good job there, Noah. Hung in there, but probably fell short of what he would have liked for a total score there. So just starting to work their way back into it.
Oh no, there's a big dust storm. A little bit of a mini tornado in the car park area. It's causing a bit of a nuisance, and now it's gone. So that was Merritt, which means he was out for 8, facing just that one ball of the new over. So now we've got a number 4 batsman coming out. What was that?
So we've got Jeff Milner to the wicket there.
And he has a red cap.
Great observation.
And he leg glances it, and it goes into the gap in the mid-wicket region, and the 2 players run around, and the mid-off fielder eventually picks it up very slowly, and they jog through a comfortable 2.
Milner, of course, as we talked about earlier in the telecast, the favourite there to take off the batting award there for the third 11 there, averaging 50 this summer there with 500 runs. Generally good indicator that you're the best batsman when you score that many runs.
One of the best, I would assume, for Diamond Creek overall.
I've heard of a couple of bigger seasons than that.
And leg glances it.
But one of the highest in the all-time standings as well, Milner. So not just this season, year after year he's done the trick for the Demons. Could be taking him to a grand final.
Comes into bowl and works it onto the leg side, and the keeper has to hustle about, and the umpire calls a leg by.
McDonald really showing one of his features, which is the running between the wickets. He definitely wants to get through those runs.
Yes, very nice. But it would be the non-strikers then who called that run through. And it's a no ball. And knocked it down to the backwards square leg region. So with that leg by, it means that McDonald is on strike. The 2 slips are still very close to each other, and there's a gap in the gully region. And works it off the thigh. Not quite short enough to hip glance it, more thigh glance it. Comes into bowl. Oh, it's a full toss, and he leg glances it into the gap in the mid-wicket region, and the square leg fielder has to run around, and they've decided for some strange reason to not go for the second. So they're happy with just the 1 run there.
Bit of an eventful over. We've had 4 runs, and I've got that is over. I'm not too sure about you.
Oh, there's a no ball, remember?
Yes, I do remember no ball, and I just reckon it's...
And leg glances it, and it's a misfield, and they're going to get 1. So that was 1 run to Milner.
Yep, so that's 5 off the over after all that. It's 2 for 22.
Okay, so this is the 15th over, scoring at 1.5 runs and over. A very nice little start for Diamond Creek. But the issue is obviously losing that second wicket, which has caused a real problem. Now this is Milner on strike, I believe. These two are almost identical.
One's about twice the age of the other. Is probably the main difference there.
And the other one has a bit of strap on the bottom of his bat, a bit of tape. Comes into bowl. And leg glanced or swept down to the fine leg region, which is vacant. So they've got one. They're going to go for two. Surely a third on the arm. Easy third on the arm.
This gets through for a third, 3 to Milner.
Very nice start to Milner. He's already on to 6. And he's just gotten underway, got into his business, got into his work, and already very profitable.
You definitely tell the difference between the class players in this match and the players who don't quite have that level. We saw Johnson the first innings, as this is going to be defended. So Johnson the first innings make half the Mill Park runs. And you've seen Miller right from ball 1 be able to clip it away into gaps for not just a single but also multiple runs there. So all of it, you can just tell the difference.
Absolutely. So I suppose it wouldn't be far away from the drinks break.
Right about the 19th.
Comes into bowl and leg glances it, and it goes through the gap, and the fielder has to chase it down, and it's going towards the long on boundary, but a fielder picks it up, and they're just happy with the 2.
Probably just 2 at that time, no point in risking it. And another productive over 5 off it. The Demons at 2 for 27.
Okay, so this is the 16th over, and we're just waiting for some reason for Milner to face up, and we can start the new over. And drives it, and it fielded there by mid-off, saves it.
No run after all that.
No slips. Comes into bowl. Oh, what was that?
It's a pull shot, and they will get through for a run. Well fielded at square leg. So, on to Milner.
1 run clear to Milner, and a very defensive field for him, and now the gully has moved into second slip, and the someone on the leg side has moved into the gully for McDonald. And Yorker gets it out, and the ball dribbles harmlessly to mid-wicket.
Probably don't have a lot of flexibility with Milner, the way he's batted all summer there. Can't really have it too attacking, but still got to try and get wickets.
Comes into bowl, and it's full, and it's squirted out to mid-off. Comes into bowl. And another Yorker, and again dug out, and again the ball dribbles to mid, this time to mid-on.
Just gotta keep hunting Mill Park. Gotta find a way.
Comes into bowl and leg glances it. And the end of the over. Just the 1 run off it.
It's 2 for 29.